Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to your readings for September 2019. And I can't believe we're only 3 months away from 2020. This year is going so fast. It's been a ride and a half, a little bit like a roller coaster. It's been up and down and up and down and up and down. But I want you to notice that each of the ups is getting higher, is getting better. Each of the downs is getting less down, less low, and we're not staying there for as long. So when we look at the trajectory, right? When we look at the journey over this 8 months as we moved to September, from January, where has it been? Where has it got us? I want you just for a little moment to think back to where you were at in January. The dreams, aspirations, goals, chaos, discourse, blocks, barriers that you had back then. And I want you just for a little moment to see how far you've come. Because you have, my darlings, you've come a long way. Many of you comment, and I read all of your comments. Many of you comment, oh, it's been like this for years and years and years. And I'm completely stuck. Now, that's actually quite rare. Most of you, if you're really honest, will look at this and go, actually, things have changed. I have sorted this and I've sorted that and I'm moving towards this. I may not be where I want to be yet, but I can definitely see progress. Now, that is for the majority. And if that isn't you, my darling, I'm so sorry. Perhaps you need to look at some of the blocks and barriers, or maybe it's just timing. It's not your time yet. But trust it will come. But for the majority, and this is a general read, it's for the majority, that it's about this progression. And we have progressed. We've come a long way. The energy was moving us forward into greater love, greater freedom, more expansion, more about self, not in a negative way, but in a loving self. What do I need? What do I want? Because up until this point, many of you have focused on what your children need, what your spouse needs, what your employer needs, what your dog and cat needs, but you've forgotten about you. This year has been moving into me. I count, I matter, I've got a voice, I've got needs, I've got desires, I've got dreams. I may have forgotten a little bit about them, but I'm remembering. And that's what September is all about. We are remembering what it is that we wanted. Now, this journey from January to this point has been, for some of you, some of us, up and down, up and down, up and down. But for many of us, what we're noticing, if we actually just focus on where am I at, is that the highs, I seem to be lifting higher in a higher vibration, more loving, more kind, more generous, more aware of others. The highs are getting higher in terms of just feeling stronger within yourself. And whilst, yes, there have been lows, of course there have. This is real life, not fairyland, not Disneyland. This is real life. We have lows, we have blocks, we have hard times. Of course we do. But the way we're dealing with them is getting easier, is getting better. Those lows are not as low as they used to be. And we're not staying there as long as we used to stay there for. So we've been through this up and down. Now, July was the particular down, okay? It was taking us down for a purpose, for a reason. It was taking us into the depths of our darkness, our old stuck patterns, our old hurts, our old ways, to help us to push up out of that and say, do you know what? That's completely done. I'm not going there again. Now we're going back up. As we go into September, we've done this roller coaster, and this is life, you know. It does a little bit of lumpy, bumpy stuff. Sometimes big, massive ups and downs. But it's starting, July was a low to take you into your own personal hell so that you could sort it out. And then August, we're coming out of it. Now September, we're really coming into a peak of woohoo, things are really starting to come together. Things are really starting to come together. I'm saying it twice because that's what my angels are telling me to say. Things are starting to come together. It's Virgo season. We're going in towards the end of September into Libra season. Virgo is all about being of service, of being pedantic, looking at the details. Virgo person here, sorry, can't help it. Looking at the details, looking at perfection. I want it better. I want this right. I want that right. That needs tweaking. That needs sorting. Virgo is the sign of fixing, improving, expanding, developing. And then as we move towards the end of September into Libra season, now we're coming into harmony and balance and yay, okay? So September is a lovely, lovely month. So embrace it as such, okay? August is whoosh. We've come out of that dark July, hard work, heavy times, and we're having some fun in August. Now, September, we are really looking at where can I tweak this, improve that, sort this, but not problems, but because we've got it good now, but we want it even better. Where can I make improvements? And that's going to be the energy that's coming through, I suspect, for most of you. I haven't done any of the readings yet. This is my little pre-reading introduction. So I hope this helps. These readings are for the sun sign, but also for any of you that have a moon or a rising in that sign. So look at your sun sign and then go and have a look at your your moon and your rising as well. And as you pull the three together, it really makes a lot of sense. And also to say, and this isn't a disclaimer to try and be making excuses, sometimes the reading doesn't make a lot of sense at the beginning of the month. But by the end of the month, you look at it and go, do you know what? Damn, that was spot on. So if it doesn't make sense to you right now, particularly as I'm recording these in August, have a little look at it again at the end of September and see if it resonates then. And as it starts to resonate, that's when we start to move it really into the next phase. And that's what it's all about. Life is a journey. We don't want to stand still. It's boring. We've got to keep moving forward. All right, my darlings. So let's get into your September readings. But before I do, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your subscribes. I mean, my channel just keeps growing and it's because of your support. Thank you so much. And thank you for sharing and commenting and liking and all of that lovely, lovely stuff. All right, my darlings, let's get into each of the 12 signs now. Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to September. So I'm going to pull the cards live on screen, but I'm going to speed it up. So I'll see you in a moment. All right, my lovely people, I'm trying to squeeze them all on because I've given you 2 angel cards. Everybody else has just had 1. So Capricorn, you've got a lot of angel energy, angelic energy around you at the moment. The energy card is envy. Now, you've heard me say this before. I quite like this card. We can choose to see envy as a problem, or we can choose to see it as helping us to figure out what it is that we want. So that's the way we want to look at this card, okay? Now, we've got 3 from the Tower of Dreams, the 6 of Coins, the Page of Swords, and the Palace of Swords. And they are confirmed, rooted down, supported by 3 Gilded Tarot, the 6 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Now, your advice from the Lenormand cards is the Mouse and the Ship. We'll talk about those in a minute. And from the angels, you've got Source of Life and Truth. Look at this card. Look at the bright, beautiful energy coming off this card. The Sword of Truth coming from the heart, right? Connecting these rays, the rays of love with truth. So I'm speaking my truth and I'm coming from a place of love. I'm not speaking my truth to harm or hurt. So there's a combination. There's a new word for you. Harm means harm or hurt. So we're not wanting to hurt anybody with this truth. But when we come from a place of love, we can speak our truth with words that are loving and supportive and kind, but still being in our truth. And that's not just to other people, that's to ourself. Okay? So let's have a look at them together. So we've got this energy of envy, which is all about, I want what they've got. It's not fair. All right. Now, it is fair because They are obviously ready for it, aligned with it, or they wouldn't have it. And I'm not aligned with it, or it would be coming to me. So I don't want to go into victim, woe is me. I want to say, okay, the fact that I'm looking at somebody else's abundance, somebody else's gold, sparkly, lovely, shiny, while I'm in this sort of dark, miserable place, it's not about going into the woe is me. It's about saying, I can have that too. I can absolutely have it too, but I have to believe in me, and I have to believe I'm ready, and I have to believe I'm worthy, and then I'm going to focus my intention on drawing that to me. I'm going to step out of my cave and into the light, and I am going to be surrounded by the same abundance because it comes from the same source. It's all energy, and if I align with that energy, it comes to me too. So what is it that I want to come? Well, we've got the 6 of coins there. This is having more than enough money, more than enough time, more than enough success. I have more than enough. I have so much, in fact, that I can give some away. I am abundant. My cup runneth over. All right, my darling. So this is give and take. This is equilibrium. This is having plenty. And it's rooted down by the 6 of Wands, which is the card of success. Success, recognition, riding high, being prepared to be the center of attention. Everybody's looking at me and going, oh my God, that person's so awesome. They're so awesome. You have to step into that too. I am awesome. And I am absolutely ready to receive all good things, and I am abundant. But we need to do some work on those thoughts because we've got 2 swords next to each other, the Page and the Palace. So brilliant. The Page of Swords. Pages are the beginnings of shifts and changes into something better. So the Page of Swords is coming in to help you with mental clarity, with focus, with shifting away any negative thinking. Some of you are looking at a job you want and thinking, oh, I'd really love that, but... Now he comes along to say, stuff the buts. We're getting rid of the buts. If we want that, we can get it because we're good enough. Okay. But it's a bit work involved in this because it's rooted down by the 10 of Wands, which is a burden. It's heavy. It's hard. Quite a weight on my shoulders of responsibility and burden. But I can put that burden down. I can absolutely put it down. Cards are sliding all over the place at the moment. I can put that burden down and I can focus on shifting myself into a new way of thinking. The palace is an environment. Where do I live? And I'm up here high in the sky, out of the clouds, out of the mist, out of the fog, out of the confusion, and I can think clearly. I can think really clearly now about what I want. And the Queen of Cups underneath, she is all about, I know what I want, I know where I'm going, I'm emotionally stable, I feel strong and positive, I feel really good. I feel good because the emotions, the cups are about feelings, okay? So when we can get our head in the right space and we can clear the fog and the mist, we can start to really feel that clarity and feel, yes, I feel back in charge. I'm in my queen energy where I know what I want and where I'm going. So you're putting down the burden. You're clarifying, being really clear in your thoughts about what it is you want, what you want to receive, and that you're ready to receive. This is receiving recognition, adoration, praise, upgrades, improvements. I am receiving, and I can then put the burden down, but I've got to believe in me. I've got to believe in me. Now, the advice is coming here from the Lenormand deck, and all the cards, the links are in the description box below if you want to know more about these cards. But the mouse can be quite a destructive force. It's only a little critter, but it can gnaw away little tiny little mouth prints, gnaw prints, teeth prints, gradually eroding. Yeah, a little tiny hole in a big sack, and before you know we've lost all the contents of the sack. So he's a little bit of a warning to say, right, don't let those thoughts, all right, those negative thoughts and envy about woe is me, destroy, what you can have and what you can build. Use it to work with you, for you, not against you. So whenever I see something that I think, oh, I'd so love to have that, I don't think I deny them it. I'm happy they've got it. But I don't want to say, but why can't I have it too? I want to say, I can have it too. I have to align with that and work towards it and believe in it so I can use that energy to drive me forward. And any of those negative thoughts, the buts, the ifs, the negativity, that's what's gnawing away at you. So be aware and go, right, I'm not going to let this bother me and bug me. I'm not going to let it weigh me down and pull me down. I'm going to pull up out of the mist and the fog into clarity, into truth. Okay, and I have all the power I need to do this. The source of life. Let me bring this up to show you. The source of life. This is source, divine. The divine dove of peace, love, light, shining down upon you. Any negativity, right? Because we all have those moments. Yeah, don't beat yourself up for having them. We all have them. But just imagine you're standing under that waterfall, being washed clean of all the negative thoughts, all the woe is me's, all the little pity parties. Let it all wash away and be renewed, invigorated. Get back into your truth. I'm as good as anybody. I'm also a child of the universe. I also have access to that abundance and incredible success. I can have it too. And then I can rise above those mountains. I can rise above the obstacles, the difficulties, the challenges, and I'm just glowing, absolutely floating. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm saying gloating, that's not the right word. What's the word, please? Give me the right word. I am floating, gliding, yeah. Floating and gliding above the problems. It's not that we don't get challenges, it's that sometimes we can feel that those challenges, those obstacles are in a way blocking us, and other times we say, that's okay, mountains are high, I'll just go higher. I'll just go higher. They're not getting in my way. They're not stopping me, because my truth is that I am awesome and I can be and do anything that I choose. This is also the card of travel and trips. So getting away, having some time for you, and you are shifting into something that is, I'm feeling, around the corner for you, Capricorn. I'm feeling that this month in September, that you are really getting clear and focused on what you want so that you can step into your magician energy, start creating that and moving into something bigger and better for you, because you deserve it and you're ready. All right, my darlings, I hope that helps, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Capricorn. Bye-bye.